Hi, everyone. It is Heather with another Homeschool Live, and I'm here with Charlotte of the Old Schoolhouse, and she is now managing a new program called the Homeschool Influencer Network. And I am so excited to hear more about this program and all the work that she has put into it along with her team. Charlotte, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, what you are presenting to us today is something brand new. It's been in the works a while, but brand new to the TOS community. Can you share with us this Homeschool Influencer Network? What is it?
So it's a network, and it is actually comprised of 3 different teams that do 3 different things. So one of our teams is the evaluation team. This team looks over a product and then writes a detailed descriptive evaluation about that product. And that gets posted on our brand new website, homeschoolingfinds.com. The second team is a group of influencers, and they will look over a product. They will create a well-made reel and post that on their social media, their Instagram account. And then the third team is what we call our content creator team. This team is going to create content for our different homeschooling companies. This would be images and a well-written testimonial. So 3 vastly different teams, but yet they're both helping other homeschoolers find products. They're also helping the homeschooling companies that would love to get their products into homeschoolers' hands.
I love that. So, I love how it's broken up into 3 completely separate groups of homeschoolers that have completely different strengths and skills. Could you maybe tell us exactly how these 3 teams are going to be helping homeschooling families?
Absolutely. So homeschooling has exploded in the last 3 years, right? And so there's a lot of people that are homeschooling that just don't even know where to begin. And that's where our website comes in. So Homeschool Finds is where the evaluations will be. We actually have a lot of other evaluations on there from the past year. So this isn't just a site we've begun recently. We have a lot of information there. And it's going to be super easy for them to search for specific curriculum if they saw an ad for something and would like to know more. It's also really easy if you're just like, I don't have a clue what we're going to do for 5th grade math this year. And they can enter that into the search bar and see what products we have on there that we've evaluated and see if it might be a good fit for them. And then the network, of course, those different teams, they're going to be getting the word out on social media. Social media is huge right now with trying to find different products. And a lot of these young moms love those reels. And so we are definitely targeting them with being able to show them all these new products or even just time and tried products that have worked for a while. And then, of course, the content creators, those are going to help our clients, our companies, to do a better job of getting these things into the homeschoolers' hands. So I really see how kind of both these things, the website plus our network of homeschooling families, how they can really help the new homeschooling families and even the veteran homeschooling families that are still out there.
So I'm so excited about this. I love the logo of Homeschooling Finds because I see that search bar right there. And so it makes me want to just go there and look Spanish homeschool curriculum and just see, what's available or history and just be able to check and see what is available and what a unique review would be from a homeschool mom who's actually used the product, actually looked at the product. And I think that's what so many homeschool moms are looking for these days. So this site seems like invaluable resource, absolutely, for the homeschooling community. I would love to just kind of talk about maybe what you used to offer as far as product reviews for homeschoolers and how this is different from that.
That's a great question because this is a different team of how we're doing things. So in the past, blogging was huge. Everybody, wanted to have a blog. People would, write on there. And so that's primarily what we did was our team would write a review and then post that onto their blogs. But then it's really tough because if someone's blog goes down, if they choose to stop blogging, it's gone, right? And then we also had a lot of opinion in our reviews. We did a lot of research that the homeschooling mom of today, she wants to make her own opinion. And she really just wants to know what's in there. What is it? Who's it good for? how long does it take, that kind of a thing, instead of reading through all this description, the opinion. They want to form their own opinions. So that's one of the massive differences. And then of course, social media, we have to address the fact that it's so big. And so that's why we are breaking into that by getting these influencers to create these reels. And we have a really high standard for them. It's not just something that you throw together. We're asking our team to take their time to really create something that is appealing to watch, and just if that's going to help those homeschooling moms. And again, it's vastly different from our old team.
So you have high quality bloggers, influencers and social media, like content creators that are beginning to apply, beginning to be accepted, to be part of this program. What would you say to those who are maybe considering applying, but they're not really sure if this is something that is for them? Maybe they have been blogging for years and they're used to putting content on their site, but can you share maybe just a little more detail exactly where this is going to be housed and how it's going to benefit them?
Yeah, so I've gotten a lot of feedback from people saying, okay, so what do I need to do? Where do I need to be on these teams? And it's really a case-by-case things. We've had some people say, I really want to do reels, but maybe they don't have the amount of engagement and followers that we'd like to see. And then as I'm looking on their Instagram, they take amazing images. So I actually will suggest, hey, you would actually be a better fit for this team. Or I ask for samples for both our evaluators and our testimonials. They're the ones that are doing the writing. And I might see someone write an amazing testimonial that I think they'd actually be a better fit for an evaluator. We've got some people that would write a sample evaluation, but they actually did a great job of just compacting all of that into a shorter testimonial kind of thing, because the evaluations are going to be much longer, much more detailed than a testimonial. So I've really enjoyed conversing back and forth with potential teammates and finding out where they would be the best fit. And so definitely I'm encouraging them to email me with questions through the application. If they get to a point where they're not quite sure, to just let me know, and I can kind of help guide them and see where they might be the best fit.
That's really good. I think this is really exciting for new up and coming influencers, that they can just look and see how this is going. So you said that there is, a minimum amount of followers or engagement or, experience that these influencers need to have before applying. But I feel like you said, this is new and up and coming, and this is what the moms want. They want the reels, and they want not so much opinion. And I can picture that as you're talking, I can picture that, somebody going maybe to a website with the actual product and just looking at the product. But this gives you more of an in-depth look where it's not opinion, but it is more of an in-depth look at the product. And I think this is brilliant and perfect and exactly what the homeschool mom wants. So I would love if you could describe what you see right now as one of the biggest challenges that students face today in the homeschooling world.
Yeah, I will tell you that it's just exploded, right? And with the explosion of homeschooling families comes the explosion of homeschooling products. The companies are realizing this market is huge now. And if you're a first-time homeschooling mom, it's overwhelming. It is so overwhelming. And so I think that it's really important as a new homeschooler to not be discouraged when you start with something and realize it just doesn't fit with that child or fit with your family style, but to try something different. And I know I homeschooled all 4 of my kids, and we tried lots of different kinds of programs and curriculums. And there was a time when we were all doing different math, but I knew my kids' learning style. I knew what was best for them. And so I think it's a lot of moms get that burden of, I've got to finish this. No, take that burden away. It's okay to switch midstream and to try something different. And that's where the website is such a tool, the Homeschooling Finds, because you can easily go there and check something out, see what it entails before purchasing it, because you don't want to purchase it just blind. You want to have and see what kind of it entails or who it's a good fit for. That's something we're really asking our writers to focus on, is who is this for? Because as we know, there are so many styles of homeschooling. There's eclectic and classical and very traditional workbooks. And so we are asking them to definitely identify that in their evaluations. And that will help those parents that are just looking at the hundreds of things out there and trying to find what is best for their family.
Absolutely. And I think there's joy in the search too, where if, a mom is going to Homeschooling Finds and, they're typing in a certain topic, then they can look at the different math curriculum, or they can look at the different history that fall under those methods that you talked about. So they could find one that's Charlotte Mason based. They could find one that's, maybe a little more eclectic or maybe more boxed focus, just like similar to what you'd find in a Christian school. And they know their teaching style, or they're trying to find their teaching style. And so I love that they can look and they can, weigh the pros and the cons for themselves. And they're not necessarily being told, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to homeschool. And I feel like that's a big difference between public school and private school. You don't have those options when you're in public school. Your child goes, they might have a couple electives, but they go to history class and they take history. But in homeschooling, there's so much to choose from. Now, sometimes that can be overwhelming for moms, but there's definitely beauty in that. And I'm so excited that you're now offering Homeschooling Finds for these moms to be able to access these materials. So can you tell our audience, actually, before you tell our audience how they can check this out, I want you to talk to the parents about a piece of advice that, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. If you could give parents one piece of advice for their students, what would that be?
I would say to not stress it out when things don't go well. I would also say that prioritize your day and have your top three things that you need to do no matter what. For our family, that was doing Bible, doing grammar, and doing math. And I love that because some days we did get it all done, but other days it was those three. But those three for us were the most important. So I think just not recreating that classroom where they get all of that information. Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes, and your kid's the best, like you were saying, you have options. Instead of just this one history course, you have so many different options. So I think that would probably be my advice, I think, to a new homeschooling family.
That's really good. And I forgot to mention in the beginning of the interview that Charlotte, you did allude to it, but Charlotte graduated 4 children from her homeschool, which is an incredible feat, I would say. Good job. And so I just appreciate hearing, from a veteran homeschool mom who's experienced this, and she has so much wisdom to offer. I just appreciate your time so much, Charlotte. And I appreciate what you're doing, that you are putting this content out there and helping homeschool moms that, want to get out there to become, influencers and help other homeschoolers as well. And I think that's absolutely incredible. So before we find out how moms can check out all the awesome materials that are available, if there's somebody watching and they consider themselves an influencer, how can they apply?
It's a great question. So we have an application, and in that application, there are actually the 3 applications for the 3 teams. They're all in there. So if you feel like you might be a good for a couple of the teams, you're welcome to fill them out or even fill out all 3. But definitely you can email me. My email is in the application, but I'll tell it to you now. It's CGOCHNAUER, and that is my last name. It's Gocknauer at theoldschoolhouse.com. So I welcome emails, all questions, and that's how you would apply to be on the teams. Thank you. There's my email.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing about these teams, and I'm so excited for this to roll out and to see what these creators produce. And just the people that it brings in and that it is able to help. I'm just so excited about this. So where can people go who want to see the content you already have?
Yeah, we have a lot of content, and we have our evaluations that go back at least 3 or 4 years. We also have good articles on there that our team members have written, encouraging articles for moms and dads, different ideas, seasonal ideas on how to do crafts or get outside. At the website, you'll see there's a tab that is for parents, and those aren't evaluations. Those are just encouraging articles and ideas for the parents. So definitely check that out as well. And you can find all of those at homeschoolingfinds.com. We're super excited about it. We've really streamlined the website to make it very user-friendly so that you can easily search for things.
Well, this is incredible. So many changes, so many good and exciting changes, and things are just going up from here, and I'm so excited. And do you have any final parting words that you would like to share about the programs?
I'm just really, really excited that it's not just helping get the word out about products for homeschooling families, but we're also helping our team members. We're giving them kind of that first glimpse at the products. They get the products, plus we do offer monetary compensation for all of the teams. So it's a way to make a little bit of extra money. And they themselves are also helping their viewers if they're producing reels. The evaluations are up on our website, but then the content creators are also helping the company. So it's really neat how both of these things, the website and our team, are helping people that contribute and support homeschooling.
Well, I appreciate you mentioning that, because there are so many moms, that maybe they're used to working outside the home. Now they're home with their kids, they're homeschooling. They felt convicted to bring their kids home, but they want to have that extra side job. And, maybe they already are an influencer and they're looking for opportunities. So if you're out there watching and you're looking for, another little side job or another opportunity to make some extra cash doing what you already love, then definitely apply and reach out to Charlotte if you have any questions. And Charlotte, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for all your hard work that you put into this. And we will see everyone next time on another Homeschool Live. Bye.